يلا بينا. يا ترى الريكتانجل اللي قدامك ده ازاي تجيب البريميتر بتاعه وازاي تجيب الاريا؟ زي ما قلت لكم مش بشرح بس الدرس، بشرح كل حاجه. how to find the area of rectangle and how to find the perimeter. البريميتر is sum of all sides، يعني 3 plus 3 plus 8 plus 8. But how to find its area? Length times width. A 5 rectangles congruent. Congruent means identical, same to A are joined to make a shape. This is the composite shape. Work out the perimeter of this shape. في البريميتر don't try to add the perimeter of simple shapes to get the total. You have to start by one side. The sum of all. Let's start with this side. This side is 3. And this side is 8. This side is 3. This side will be 3. So how many left from 8? 5. So these two parts, their sum will be what? 5. This side 8. This side is 3. This side is 8. This side 8. This side 8. This side 8. The small part is 3. 3. 3. 3. So how many 8? How many 8? How many 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 8. And how many 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 3. Look at this part. This part and this part, their sum together will be 5. And these parts are 5. 5. 5. So how many 5s? How many 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Find the total sum. Yalla, 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 3, 18. 5 times 4 is 20. What is the final answer? The final answer 86.
Yes.
بس ليه ما عملنا 22 times 5؟
يلا give me your final answer. 86. عباس كان ليك سؤال، اتفضل.
يا استاذ، انا اسف بس كيف نجيبنا 5 ضرب 5 ضرب 4؟
Your voice is lagging again.
كيف جبنا 5 ضرب 4؟
Look at this line. البريميتر the length of outline. البريميتر the length of outline. This one. The perimeter is the length of outline. So we need to find the total of yellow line, right? This side is, look at the vertical one, this part. The total is what? Is 8. But we need only this part plus this part. So it's 8, remove 3, will be 5. And it's repeated 4 times, 2, 3, and 4. Now clear?
Yeah, شكرا.
Omar, you have a question?
مصير ليه ما عملنا البريمتر تاع one of the rectangles times 5؟
This is for the area, but for the perimeter is not correct. The perimeter is the length of
يعني
outline.
البريمتر تاع وحدة.
The length, listen, the perimeter is the length of outline. لو عملت زي ما انت بتقول هيبقى انت كده هتعمل added للparts اللي inside. And this part is not included in the perimeter. For the area, you are right, correct. Find the area of 1 multiplied by the total number. But for perimeter, you have to get the length of outline. Clear?
اوكي شكرا.
Question 2. Find the highest odd numbers that is a factor of 60 and the factors of 90. Let's start first to list all the factors of 60. List all the factors of 60. 1 times 60. 2 times 30. 3 times 20. 4 times 15. 6 times 10. 5 times 12. 6 times 10. 7, 8, 9. There is no multiplication for 7 already. So this is all the factors of 60. How to list all the factors of 90? List all the factors of 90. Start from 1. 1 times 90. 2 times 190 for 1 times 90. 2 times 45. 3 times 30. 4 times, if you divided 90 by 4 is not accepted, right? 5 times 18. 6 times 90 divided by 6, is it 15? 15. 7 times 9 times 9 times 10. This is all the factors of 90. But he asked to get the odd, the highest odd factors for both. The odd numbers like 1 is odd, 3 odd, 5 odd, 15 is odd. The other side, 1 odd, 3, 5, 9, 15, 45. Which is common in both? Find the highest common number that is a factor of 60 and 90. What is the final answer?
15.
15.
15.
Correct. Question number 3. For plotting the table, it's not given the table, but if it is given the table for test 1 and test 2, if you read it, we have a class and we have 2 tests, test 1 and test 2. And the dotted points represent the marks. Let's say this point. This point, what is the mark in the first test and what is the mark in the second test? In the first test is 10, second test is 20. Let's say this point, what is the mark in the first test and what is the mark and second test? You can find. Let's start to solve part A. Write down the highest mark scored on test 1. What is the highest mark on test 1? This point, right? If you 60 for each one represent 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Represent 2. So this one is 60 what? 66, right? For each small square, they represent 2. So this mark is 66. Clear? Write down the type of correlation. Is it positive or negative? Positive. Correlation. If the points are moving up, will be positive correlation. If it is moving down, will be negative correlation. Draw a line of best fit. To draw a line of best fit, there is no specific rule to draw it. Just I need to draw a straight line between the points like this. Approximately the number of points above the line is same. You can shift it like this. Correct. Draw the line passing through some points. There are some points above the line. There are some points below the line. But if it is given the point which represents the mean, when you draw the line, have to be passing through this point. يبقى هنختلف مع بعض. 1, do like this, correct. If we shift it like this, correct. If we start like this, it's also correct. It's not joining the first point with the end point. It's not like this. So when I draw the line, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points below the line. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Approximately same correct. Okay? ما فيش مشكلة. المهم if you count approximately same. There is a difference 1 point to 2 points, no problem. This is the line. We draw the line for what? What is the use of drawing the line of best fit? We use it to estimate. If you have the first, you can get the second. If you have the second, you can get the first. So there is a score of 40 on test 1. There is one get score of 40. Like he was absent for the second one. So how to estimate your mark? 40 in the first test. Where is 40 in the first test? 40 in the first test. There is one student have test 1. This is the test 1. 40. How to estimate the second test? مالك اتفضلي.
مستر عادي اخلي معظم البوينتس على لاين.
It's perfect. لو you can, it's perfect. How to estimate your answer now? I see it 48. It's depend on your line. The answer is 48, but maybe another one get it 47, 49, 45. It's depend on the line. And there is a range in the final exam for this course. The range, I will show the range. The range from 46 to 50. The range from 46 to 50. So the answer accepted. We have bag contains blue, red, yellow, green. The total sum have to be what? The total sum have to be 1. So how to get the probability of yellow? Add 1 minus 0.15 plus 0.2 plus 0.43. What is the final answer? 0.22. 0.22. Abdul takes a ball at randomly and replace. He does it 200 times. How to get the expected number? Find the probability multiplied by the total outcomes. The number of trials. Trials 200 times multiplied by how many times you expected red? What is the probability of red? Red is 0.2 multiplied by the total number of trials. So what is the answer? 40 times. The nth term of the sequence. This kind of sequence are called arithmetic sequence. If it is a first degree expression. So linear expression will be arithmetic sequence. How can I find the first term? The first term, substitute n with 1. First term, substitute by n1. So the answer will be what? 52. What is the second term? Substitute n by 2. N by 2, what is the answer? 60 minus 16. 44. What is the third term? Substitute n with 3. This sequence, is it increasing or decreasing? Decreasing because the difference is -8. The common difference, negative, will be decreasing sequence. Start with 52, 44, then decrease, then after some terms will be negative. Find the largest number in this sequence. What is the largest number? Will be the first term because this sequence is decreasing. So the highest number will be 52. Here are the first 5 terms of different sequence. 12 becomes 19. Add what? Add 7. Add 7. Add 7. Add 7. This sequence is called arithmetic sequence. Do you remember the nth term of this sequence? The nth term? Nth term. The nth term of arithmetic sequence, a plus n minus 1 into d. The arithmetic sequence, a plus n minus 1 into d. A is 12 plus n minus 1. The common difference is 7. Expand, simplify. 7 by n, 7n. 7 by 1, 7. So the final answer is 7n. 12 minus 7 is 5. 7n plus 5. Clear? If you substitute n by 1, you will get 12. If you substitute n with 2, you will get 19. Substitute n with 3, you will get 26. What is the name of the shape?
مستر
So, yes.
ممكن معلش تطلع question 3 تاني؟
Question number?
3.
Yes.
اوكي شكرا خلاص.
What is the name of the shape? Quadrilateral. But the quadrilateral, it has 2 parallel lines. So what is the name of the shape? Trapezium. How to form an equation included x and solve it to get x? How to form an equation? These 2 angles, their sum equals what? 180. Co-inferior angle or allied angles. Their sum is equal to 180. 97 minus 3x plus 69 plus 5x is equal to 180. Negative 3x and 5x is 2x. When we add 96 and 69 will be 150, 166 equals 180. It's a linear equation. You can solve it to get the value of x. Move to the other side, then divide it by 2. X is 180 minus 166 divided by 2. What is the final answer? 7. Ask it to get the value of x. Question number 7. 243, it's given, it's written in the index notation form. But how to write it in this form if it is not written? Do you remember factorization? 2, 3, 4 divided by 2. When you divide it by 2, so the answer will be divided by 2. It's not divisible by 2 because now it's odd. Divided by 3, 50. 39 divided by 3, 13 divided by 13 is 1. See, it's written as a product of prime factors. The product of prime factors, 2, 3 repeated twice times 13. By the same way, how to write 1872? Start please, divided by 2. What is the answer? 936 divided by 2. 468 divided by 2. Divided by 2. 117 divided by 3. 39 divided by 3. 13 divided by 13 is, see, how many 2's do we have? 4, 2 power of 4. How many 3? 2, 3 power of 2, and the 13 power. Clear? But he didn't ask to write it in this form. It's already given. But when you multiply 234 and 187A2 in this number, how to use the given information to write the product of 438048 as product of prime factors. Just write 234, which is 2 times 3 power of 2 times 13 times 187 is 2 power of 4 times 3 power of 2 times 13. For multiplication, same base, add powers. This is 2 power of 1. This is 2 power of 4. Will be 2 to the power of what? 5. And 3 power 2. 3 power 2 will be 3 power of 4 times 13 power 1. Power 1. So will be power what? Power 2. Clear? Which operation you have to do it first? Subtraction or multiplication? Subtraction or multiplication? In bracket first.
In this case, subtraction.
Yeah, let's start to subtract first. Brackets convert from mixed to improper. 2 times 3, 6 plus 1 is 7 over 3 minus 7 over 8 multiplied by 6 over 25. Then the common denominator will be 24. So 324 means multiply by what? By 8. 7 times 8, 56. And 3 times 7 is 21 multiplied by 6 over 25. The common denominator 24. 56 minus 21 is 35 multiplied by 6 over 25. If you can simplify like this, divided by 6 equals 1, divided by 6 equals 4, then divided by 5 equals 5, divided by 5 equals 7. In numerator together, 7 times 1 is 7, 4 times 5 is 20. This is the final answer. If you cannot simplify like this and start to write 35 over 24 multiplied by 6 over 25, by using the calculator, multiply this number by this number and the denominator by denominator. So 35 by 6 is 35 multiplied by 6, 210. 24 multiplied by 25, 600. Write it as a fraction in your calculator and give me simplified. Is it 7 over 20 or not? So you'll get the final answer for it. So step number 1, subtract first by finding the common denominator, then multiply. Factorize completely. What is the common factor in question number 9? What is the common factor? The common factor 7 and 8. 21 divided by 7 is 3. A squared divided by A is 1A. Plus 28 divided by 7 is 4B. Clear? 7A. Part B, which is common factor? Which is common factor? 5, correct? 5. What else? Common factor? Only.
The square.
Divided by 5 will be 4x squared. Divided by 5, 9y squared. What is the name of this expression? Difference between two squares. How to factorize difference between two squares? two brackets the same, 2x times 2x, 3y times 3y, one positive, the other will be negative. See how many marks for this question? 3. Don't try to take 5 out common factor and leave the difference between two squares. Factorize completely. Question number 10. Look at the angle 110. This angle called what? Central angle. It's a vertex on the center of the circle. What is the relation between angle AOB, ACB on the same on the same arc, subtended same arc, AOB, central angle, ACB, circumangle. The circumangle half of central angle, subtended same arc, or subtended
55.
So x will be 55. But if I ask you to show workout, give a reason, you have to mention circumangle half of central angle, subtended same arc. When I read it, AOB, central angle, ACB, circumangle, subtended same arc. A central double circum, a circum half of central. What else? Look at 24. How can I get angle Y? Measure of angle Y. 24. Give a reason. Circumangle, subtended same arc or same segment. Subtended same arc. See? EFD. ECD. Subtended same segment. Subtended same arc. Correct. Again, two circumangle, subtended same segment on the same arc will be equal. So measure of angle Y is 24. Question number 11. The speed time graph. The speed time graph, the gradient of this line give you what?
Acceleration.
You can find the acceleration by using the gradient, or you can find the equation. Who can give me the equation of acceleration? V minus U over T. Where is V represent what? The final velocity is 12 minus U represent what? The initial velocity divided by the time taken from 0 to 30. But what is the unit of measuring acceleration? Measuring of speed over time will be meter. If the unit here meter per second and the time per second, so the velocity acceleration meter per second squared. We'll write it like this: ms squared, meter per second squared, or ms power of -2. Again, how to calculate the velocity, the acceleration? V minus U over T. But how to get the distance? The distance is area under the curve and the x-axis. The distance under the curve and the x-axis, it's a composite shape. You can split it into simple shapes. Like this. If we split it into rectangle and trapezium, correct. Or we can do it like this: triangle, rectangle, rectangle. We can find the area of the whole rectangle, then remove the area of triangle. All correct. Again, calculate the total distance traveled. The total distance represents the area under the curve and the x-axis. It's a composite shape, but you can divide it into simple shapes. We can do it like this: rectangle, rectangle, triangle, or rectangle, trapezium. We can do it like this: trapezium, then rectangle. Or we can find the area of big rectangle minus area of triangle. If we form it like this, have the trapezium A6 and the B is 12, multiplied by perpendicular height, which is 30, plus from 30 to 90 will be 60, multiplied by 12. Area of trapezium and area of rectangle. Half of 6 plus 12 is 18, half of 30 is 15, plus 60 times 12. Anyone give me the final answer?
مستر اعتقد احنا ما خدناش الدرس ده قبل كده.
احنا بنعمل اكسبلانيشن اهو.
ماشي، بس انا عندي سؤال.
طب بس انتظري بس كام الانسر؟ كام الانسر؟ 100 ايه؟ 990. 990. طب listen. Question number 1. Find the acceleration. Question number 2. Find the distance. Find the distance. Question number 3. What is the average speed? Listen to these 3 questions. I will explain them again. If I ask you to get the acceleration, look at the inclined line. The inclined line. The initial velocity, the final velocity. We start with 6, increase till 12. So this is called acceleration. How to calculate the acceleration? Use this form. Or you can find the gradient. The first point, 0.6. The end point, 30 and 12. 30 and 12. If you try to find the gradient, y2 minus y1, 12 minus 6, divided by 30 minus 0. Simplify your answer, 12 minus 6, divided by 30. Simplify your answer will be 1/5 meter per second squared. You can find the acceleration by apply this form. Final minus initial over duration time. The final is 12. The initial 6. The time from 0 to 30. So duration time 30. You can find the acceleration. Question number 2. Find the distance. You have to find the area under x-axis, the curve and x-axis. I found the area by splitting into trapezium and rectangle. I will repeat it again, but I will find the area of rectangle minus area of triangle. Area of rectangle is 12 length by width, 12 multiplied by 90 length by width, minus area of triangle, which is right angled triangle, half base into height. If the base is 30 and the height from 6 to 12 will be 6, so the answer will be half times 30 times 6. Simplify your answer. Give me the final answer, please. Is it same or not? Same? 990, 990. Question number 3. What is the average speed? The average speed, the total distance over total time. What is the total distance? 990. What is the total time? It's 90. Simplify will be 99 meter per second. يلا مالك اتفضلي، كان ليكي سؤال، اتفضلي.
انا كان عندي سؤال في اللي هو الريكتانجل والتريانجل، بس حضرتك شرحت خلاص، شكرا.
يبقى الكويشن speed distance time graph هو دايما 3 questions. Find acceleration or deceleration, maybe increase or decrease. Find the total distance and find the average speed, total distance over total time. Question number 13. Box and whisker given. So how many values you can find it from the graph? How many values? 5 values. The first represent what? Lowest value. This is the lowest value, and this is the highest value. Then we have Q1, Q2, and Q3. Q1 is called lower, Q2 median, Q3 upper. How to find the range and how to find the interquartile range. So we have 5 values, lowest and highest. What is the lowest value? There is a scale for each one represent what? Represent 2, because it's a 20 and the distance, we have 10 lines and the difference in between 20, so 20 divided by 10 is 2, so each line represents 2. He asked to get the interquartile range. You have to get what and what? Q1 and Q3. What is the value of Q1? 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. Q1 is 48. What is the value of Q3? 70, 70. So the interquartile range, 70 minus 48. So the answer will be 22. The table shows some information about the times. It's given another one. He asked to plot the books and whisker. Minimum 28. You can draw it on the same graph. On the grid above, draw the books and whisker. The first point is 28. 28. 28. This is 28. The lower quartile is 42. 42. The median is 58. 58. Upper quartile 70. Upper quartile 70. The maximum is 75. 70, 72, 74, 75. You have to draw it exactly same. This is the points. Draw a rectangle by using a ruler. Try to make the same width. Clear? If I ask you to compare between, which is highest median? Which one? First or second? Adults or children? Children is highest. Okay. Which is more spreaded from the median? More spreaded means interquartile range higher. اللي هو adults. If I ask you to compare between. Question 13. When you look at these triangles a given length, from which topic this one you can solve? حد فاكر which lesson? Bravo. Similarity. Similarity. If we have triangles and the parallel lines like this, similarity. How to get the similarity ratio? AB over is same BE over, you have to compare between two triangles, ABE and ACD. These two triangles are similar. Side AB over side AC, AB over EC, BE over CD, same order. AB is 21, AC is not given, equals BE 13.5, CD is 18. How can I find AC? AC is 21 times 18 divided by 13.5. What is the value of AC? 28. This one is 28. How can I find AD? Pythagorean theorem. Why you can apply Pythagorean theorem? Where is the 90 degrees triangle? Bravo. ACD is 90 degrees angle in semicircle, opposite to the diameter of the circle. So AD squared is 28 squared plus 18 squared and square root. So AD is, after taking square root, again, 33 point. He asked to get the radius. The radius is half of diameter. So half of it will be 33.3 divided by 2. 16.6 or 7. Okay. Read here, asked to find what? The radius. And get 5 marks. So start with similarity, find the missing sides, apply Pythagorean theorem, then half of AD represent the radius. Question 14. We have two functions. How to get the composite function f(g(x)? How to get f(g(x)? Substitute g in f or f in g? Substitute g in f. So f(g(x) is equal 4 times 5x plus 4 plus 3. Expand will be 20x. Multiply will be 16. It's minus, correct. Four multiplied by 5, 20x. 4 by 4 is minus 16, then plus 3. Simplify 20x minus 13. It's written f(g(x) in this form, 20x plus p, by comparing. So p equals what? So p is negative 13. If you write it 20x plus p, so by comparing, p is negative 13. Clear? How to get the inverse of function? Step number 1, y equals 5x minus 1 divided by 3. Replace x and y. X equals 5y minus 1 divided by 3. Then cross multiplication. 3x equals 5y minus 1. Then move 1 to the other side. 3x plus 1 equal 3y. Then divided by 3. 3x plus 1 all divided by 3. You can keep it.
Divide by 5.
You get 5 or 3? Correct. It's a 5. Again, start with y equals 5x minus 1 over 3. Switch x and y. X equals 5y minus 1 divided by 3. Cross multiplication. 3x equals 5y minus 1. Then find y subject. Move negative 1 to the other side. 3x plus 1. Then divided by 5. So the f inverse or h inverse, 3x plus 1 all divided by 5. You can write it like this, 3 over 5x plus 1 over 5. It's also correct. Clear? Question 15. If we have tangent and chord, remember, alternate segment. Where is the angle which is equal to x? Which angle equal to x? Which angle is equal to x? Angle P. Give a reason. What is the reason? Alternate segment. Alternate segment. Clear? Type. Let's start to read. Maybe there is any information not given. P, R, Q are points on the circle. AB is a tangent. Look at the given information, QR. QR bisect. When I say bisect, means what? Divided it into 2. Bisect, divided it into 2 equal. RQ, bisect this angle. Bisect this angle means the right angle is x, also the left side will be what? The left angle will be also x. Again, QR, bisect the angle PQR. Bisect means divided it into halves. So each will be x. Look at this triangle. What is the type of this triangle? Triangle included two angles are equal. So two sides are equal. So this triangle will be what? Isosceles triangle. Use this information to show that PQR isosceles triangle.
Mr.
How
كيف
should I
عرفت إنه
use
isosceles؟
answer? How to show your work out? How to show your work out? Step number 1. Angle BQR, angle BQR equals angle P, each is X. Give a reason, alternate signal. This is step number 1. Step number 2. QR bisect the angle PQB. This means angle PQR is equal to X. Triangle PQR has two angles equal. Two angles equal. So two sides equal. So the triangle PQR isosceles triangle. اللي عنده سؤال يتفضل.
مستر كيف عرفت إنها isosceles مرة ثانية؟
احنا عملنا بروف ان الانجل اكس ايكوال انجل اكس، ده كلير؟
أيوه.
And also given QR bisect the angle means the right angle is X, so the left angle is X. This is step clear?
أيوه.
If you have triangle included, two angles are equal. So two sides equal. So will be isosceles triangle.
أوكي شكرا.
M is inversely proportional. M inversely, when it's written directly, will be K times. Inversely will be K over, K divide. M is inversely proportional. K divide. Divide by what? A square of P minus 1. How can I write it this expression? P minus 1, the whole squared. Clear? How to get the value of K? M and P given. P and M given. M is 5, K over, P is 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 squared, 9, cross multiplication, so K equals 45. So the equation M is 45 over P minus 1 the whole squared. If it is given P, you can find M. If it is given M, you can find P. P given 6. So M is 45 over. Remove P and write 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 squared is 25. Simplify your answer. Divided by 5 is 9. Divided by 5 is 5. So the answer will be 9 over 5. Repeat again. M inversely proportional with a square of, maybe written square root. It's written square power 2. M inversely means K divide. Square of P minus 1 means P minus 1 the whole squared. M given, P given, cross multiplication, solve the equation, get K. So when I ask you to write the equation connected between P and M, you have to write this equation. Then if P given, you can find M. If M given, you can find P. حد عنده دلوقتي question 16 17 the column vector M is 5 and 7 اتفضل
مستر عندي سؤال question number 16.
اتفضل.
هو ليه احنا عملنا سكوير ال p-1؟
هو انا كاتب لك اهو
مش هي
square
المفروض
of كاتب لك square of p-1
اسف اتفضل ما قرأت.
ما دايما بنحذر من دي ساعات يكون كاتب square of cube of square root of cubic root of يعني دايما خلي بالك من البوينتس دي. Question 17 M is a column vector 5 and 7. Find 3M. 3M means multiply the vector by scalar value 3. When I ask you to multiply 3 times M, this means you have to multiply 3 by X and by Y. So in case if we have K scalar value multiplied by X and Y, you have to multiply K with X and also K with Y. What is the final answer? 15 and 21. VW is equal 10 and negative 24. Find how to name this part? Find the magnitude of the vector. Find the length of the vector. علامة الماgnitude. Find the magnitude. Find the length. Do you remember how to find the magnitude? Square root of x squared plus y squared. Square root of x squared and y squared. So square root of 10 squared is 100. 24 squared is 576. So add and square root. Give me the exact value under the root will be what? So your answer around the 3 significant? Exact 26? Okay. Column vector. You can add vectors x plus x and y plus y. You can subtract. You can multiply by scalar. Inshallah for A level, inshallah we have a product of two vectors. It's called the dot product or scalar product. For O level, we have only how to multiply by scalar value and how to get the magnitude, square root of x squared and y squared. OABC parallelogram. OA is P, so this also will be P. OC is Q, so this will be what? Q. E is a point on AB such that AE is 3 and EB is 1. So AB AE is 3/4 of what? Of Q. 3/4 of Q. And EB is 1/4 of Q. Clear? Again. E on AB such that from A to E is 3. From E to B is 1. So this part is 3/4 of Q and 1/4 of Q. Find OE. Find OE in terms of P and Q in its simplest form. How to get the vector OE? How to get the vector OE? To get the vector OE vector, you can move from O to A, then from A to E. From O to A is P, from A to E is 3/4 Q. P equals 2 multiplied by W plus H, the perimeter of rectangle, length plus width multiplied by 2 or width plus height multiplied by 2. W12 correct to the nearest whole number, limits of accuracy. How to get the limits of 12? When it's written to the nearest whole means what? To the nearest whole means whole 1.
0.5 plus minus.
1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2, 0.5. 11.5 and 12.5. H is 4 corrected to the nearest whole. The W. H is 4 corrected to the nearest whole will be 3.5 and 4.5. Work out the upper. How to get the upper? The upper of P. The upper of P. A W will be upper or lower? If it is plus, upper, upper. If it is plus, our multiplication will be same. But if it is division, upper, start with upper and end with lower or subtraction. So to get your answer final, what is the upper of W? 12.5. The upper of H will be 4.5. Don't try to round your answer in this question. Any question related with upper and lower bound, don't try please to round. What is the final answer? The final answer?
34.
34. Question number 19. We have cuboid. Its volume is length given, width given. How to use the volume to get the height? Volume of cuboid equals what? The volume of cuboid. The volume of cuboid. Length, width,
Length by
height.
width by height.
495 equal 20 times 5.5 into height. So the height is 495 divided by 20 times 5.5. What is the final answer? H is again 4.5. The height is 4.5. Find the angle between AG and ABCD. Which angle exactly? Find the angle between AG. Join AG. Join AG. The perpendicular at C, join AC. So which angle he asked to find? This angle. The angle between AG and the perpendicular from G to C, which join the diagonal. So this is the right angle triangle. You can use it to get X. How to get X? How to get X? We need which length to get X? AC. How to get AC? Apply Pythagorean theorem. AC squared is 20 squared and 5.5 squared. Then by taking the square root. So AC is 20.7. AC is 20.7. Which trigonometric ratio we can use to get X? Tan. Tan X is equal opposite, which is 4.5, over adjacent, which is 20.7. So X is equal tan minus 1, 4.5 divided by 20.7. Give me the final answer. 12.3. 12.3 degrees. Explain again. He asked to get which angle. The question included 5 marks. Find the angle between AG. First, join AG. Drop from the vertex perpendicular to the base at C. Join from C to A. So the angle between AG and the diagonal of the base. The angle between AG and the diagonal of the base. So you have to get AG or AC? We explained how to find the AC. Listen, if I ask you to find the AG, how? How can I find the length of AG? How to find the length of AG? By for which triangle? AGC, correct. For AGC, you can find AG squared is 20.7 squared, 20.7 squared, and 4.5 squared. Or I give you a form how to calculate the diagonal of cuboids directly. One step.
Square root 4.5 square plus 20. I don't remember the numbers, but the side.
You are right. Length squared, width squared, height squared, directly. To get the length of diagonal of cuboid, it's a square root, length squared, width squared, height squared. Question number 20. The curve y equals x squared minus 2x plus 1 is drawn. When we have sketch of this function, a line is drawn on the same grid. How to find the solution graphically? If you remember, we have graph and straight line. To solve these two equations simultaneously, you will find the intersection point. Start with this equation, it's given graphically. Is it same function? Is it same? Is it same? It's not. If we start with the left-hand side, x squared minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. How to rearrange this expression to be exactly same like this expression? Start to add or subtract. X squared, is it same? X squared, is it same? Yes. Minus 7x, how come to be minus 2x? You have to do what? Plus 5x. If you add 5x to the left, you have to add 5x to the right. What else? It's a plus 1, and this is plus 5. Minus 4. You have to write here what? Minus 4. If you rearrange it, will be x squared minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 5x minus 4. If you solve it now graphically, x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal 5x minus 4 graphically. When you sketch the graph of this function and the graph of this straight line, you can find the solution graphically. So what is the equation of the line? The equation of the line y equals 5x minus 4. I will repeat it again. Graphically, how to rearrange your equation to solve it graphically. That can paper 4 graphs. If we have graph of quadratic and the graph of line, how to solve it graphically, the intersection. Look at the left-hand side of the equation. How to use the graph of this function to solve the equation. How to use the graph of this function to solve the equation graphically. You have to rearrange the left-hand side to be same exactly like your function given. It's x squared minus 2x plus 1. You have to do what for the left-hand side to be same? We have to add 5x and minus 4. If you add left side plus 5x and also minus 4 right and left. If you simplify now, the left-hand side will be the function x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal 5x minus 4. Sketching the function graphically, you have to sketch the equation of the line y equals 5x minus 4 to get the intersection point. Question 21. We have 3 brackets. Which first we have to start? Any 2 brackets. If you keep the first one, x plus 3, and expand the second and the third simplified, x multiplied by 3x, 3x squared, x multiplied by minus 1 minus x, then minus 15x, then plus 5, simplify, x plus 3, 3x squared, minus 16x, plus 5, then expand, will be 3x to the power of 3, expand, minus 16x to the power of 2, expand, will be 5x, multiply, 9x squared, multiply, 48x, multiply, positive 15, then like terms, 2x to the power of 3, which included x squared will be minus 7x squared, included x will be minus 43x plus 15. This is the answer simplified. 3? Correct, you are right. The final answer, I will give you hint in the final exam. Maybe you have any mistakes for calculation. 3x squared minus 7x squared minus 43x plus 15. If you substitute by any value, left and right, if you get the same value, you are right. مش هيبقى فيه there is no mistakes. يعني substitute مثلا x is equal to 0 left hand side. x0 will be 3. x0 will be minus 5. x0 will be minus 1. Their product will be 15. If you substitute x with 0, so the answer also will be 15, correct. Substitute x equals 1 left and substitute x 1 right, you get the same answer. The area of regular hexagon. Do you remember this question? How to find the total surface area of a regular hexagon? .4. How? Very good. It's 6 equilateral triangles. الهexagon. The other shapes isosceles triangles. Pentagon, octagon, heptagon, isosceles triangles. الهexagon 6 equilateral triangles. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60, 60. This is why it's 6 equilateral triangles. How to find the area of one triangle? Have A, B, sine C. Have A, B, sine C. Have the A is 7.4 and 7.4 sine multiplied by 60. This answer multiplied by 6 equilateral triangles. Give me the final answer. $142.